For my tribute speech, I'm going to be talking about my mother and honoring her and paying her tribute. Although many people may argue that their mother has been their cornerstone, I'm convinced that my mother has been such an important person in my life. My mother is an average height white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes. She's always thinking of me and trying to help me and just pushing me to succeed. Here is a picture of my mother. Her name is Cindy Jobert. Ever since she gave birth to me, my mom has been putting my priorities above her own. She's been putting all her efforts into making sure I'm happy and that I succeed in life and just that, I have clothes to wear and food to eat. As I'm giving this speech, my goal is to honor my mother and give a glimpse of how amazing she is and what an important person she's been in my life. My mom has always worked hard. She's always worked hard to help me succeed. When I was very young, my mom used to homeschool me. So from grades 2 to 5, my mom homeschooled me in every single academic topic there was. Math, English, history, all those. I've never been very academic driven. I've always been more of an athletic driven person. So trying to teach me was very difficult for her because I wouldn't learn as quickly or I wouldn't try as hard as other people would in school. But she'd always push me to learn. Once I got into middle school and high school, I went to an actual public school. But even when I was in high school, my mom would always help me with assignments and studying. When most people got frustrated trying to get me motivated about school, or when I wouldn't do well on assignments, or when they would try to help me study, but they would get frustrated with it, my mom would push past frustration and she'd push me to do my best. She'd always encourage me to just give my all, and that no matter what I get, as long as I'm trying hard, that's the most important thing. She would help me with assignments and she pushed me to try harder and get more creative at school. My mom was actually a teacher, so that was part of the reason why she enjoyed it so much, but also just the fact that she wanted me to succeed so I could be more motivated to do things. She would also continuously drill me multiple days before tests so that I would know the material well, which helped me a lot. And honestly, it's because of her that I'm at college now, because she helped me to just make a big improvement in my school life, and that's what drove me to get good grades to be able to apply for colleges and get accepted. My mom's always supported me in everything I do. Throughout everything I've always aspired to do or achieve in my life, my mom's always wholeheartedly supported me and believed in me, and she's also trusted that I could succeed in anything as long as I put my mind to it. That's been one of the biggest things that she's told me as I was growing up. She was like, you can do whatever you want as long as you put your mind to it and just work hard. So I've just lived by that motto. Two major things that she's supported me in during my life has been to pursue soccer in college and to strengthen my spiritual life. I've always loved playing soccer, but I was never really sure if I was able to play at a college level, especially D1 soccer. But she's always told me that I could do it if I put my mind to it, and she always supported me in following my passion and going to a school where I could play soccer, which turned out to be CBU, and I can also get a great education here, which is awesome. She's also always supported me in growing spiritually. Even when I've fallen short spiritually and I find it hard to grow, she's continuously supported me and pushed me to grow harder and seek after God. And she's always keeping me accountable, making sure I'm going to church, making sure I'm getting involved in Bible studies and things like that, which has been really important in my life and helped me to grow a lot in that aspect. My mom's always shown me love and compassion through everything. My mother always tells me how much I mean to her, and she always tells me that she's so thankful to have me as her son, which means a lot. Even when I mess up or I don't succeed, she tells me she loves me and she shows me compassion. When I'm just upset or down, she's just always there for me and always building me up. There's been multiple times where I've not done so well in school, or I've lost a game or a tournament or something, and it's been really hard for me, but she's always been there for me. She's always encouraged me, telling me to get back on my feet and just keep trying, try harder, and just look for the next moment to prove myself, basically, which has been really important to me, and I just love that quality about her. My mother always prays for me, and she always thanks God for me, and that is pretty amazing. She has me in her prayer request, and she's always putting me in her prayer requests. My mother has always been gentle to me. Even when I make mistakes, she's quick to forgive me. In high school, I used to always get into trouble. I did a lot of stupid things that made her really upset, but she'd always be really compassionate with me and forgive me. Even when I messed up like a lot, she'd always be so quick to forgive me and just always have compassion with me, which is what I needed. I always felt like no matter what I did, my mom wouldn't stop loving me. And I think that's really important with parents. In conclusion, my mother is my cornerstone, and she's always been throughout my life. She has continued to show me support. She's continued to work and help me to be a better man in my whole entire life. She's worked so hard to help me succeed, and I wouldn't be where I am without her. I mean, honestly, it's all because of her support. And, yep, thanks.